Hello everyone, so here is all the stuff I got to put together some gift baskets for Christmas. I did order 2 things from Amazon too, I'll be showing those later. But for the first gift basket, the receiver is a young boy. He loves crafty stuff and hot chocolate and the color orange. So I got some hot chocolate, mini marshmallows, and some containers. That's for the marshmallows. This is to put the hot chocolate packets into. And I got another one for these mini sweet chocolate, semi-sweet chocolate chips. So he can just pour in whatever he wants. I also got some orange paint, Mod Podge, and E6000 glue for some of these projects. I got these things from Walmart, but most of this other stuff is from the Dollar Tree or Real Deal's Dollar Store in my hometown. Page protectors also from Walmart. This orange binder I got from Real Deals, and I'm going to put the page protectors in that to make little dry erase coloring book. I got this doorknob hanger that I'm just going to paint white, and then I'm going to try to glue part of a page protector on it so it's dry erase also. And then I got this picture frame. I actually got the idea from another Dollar Tree haul video that I will link in the description below, to turn a picture frame from Dollar Tree into a little stand-up dry erase board. So that's what I'm going to do. That's what the orange paint is for. And then I just thought this was the cutest little thing. I'm planning to attach this to be a cleaner for the dry erase board. And then a little spritz bottle from Walmart for the travel section for cleaner for the dry erase board. And that's gonna be that basket. I also, on Amazon, I'm ordering a multi-pack of dry erase markers so he can get a good variety for that. Then for the next person, it is someone I've always had a hard time shopping for, and he wants practical things. So I sort of went with a practical theme in red and green. So I got this big soft ornament from the Dollar Tree that I'm going to turn into a Santa Claus belly by gluing on some black ribbon for the belt and a little bit of a silver pipe cleaner for the belt buckle. I got the white pipe cleaners from Walmart, but the silver ones were at the Dollar Tree. So I also, along with the practical theme, I'm putting it in a waste basket. Got some flossers, some room spray, combination lock, and all of this stuff was from the dollar store, Real Deal's Dollar Store. He is a fan of the old cartoons also, so I thought that was fitting, and red. Telescope back massager. Who doesn't want one of those? A lighter. I just thought it was kind of cool to have the little extra length on there, but it's still pocket size. Some red chapstick. This scraper tool / comb. I'm guessing the comb is for like a paintbrush somehow, but I don't really know. I'm hoping he'll figure it out. Some bone broth, because he's like dieting right now, so he didn't want any of the special treats, but I thought this would be a good thing anyway. Red pens. A lint brush. I could use one myself. I'm just going to use the red and green bungee cords around the top to try to keep stuff in. That's my plan anyway. This Happy Holidays sign I'm planning to paint over, scrape some of the stuff off, paint over, and then turn it into a Days Till Christmas sign. That's my plan. And then just some red and green tape. And all of that was from Real Deal's Dollar Store. Along with these gift basket shrink wraps, they had clear, green, and red. So I'll be using those at the end on these gift baskets. Then for the last basket, I don't know a lot about this person's tastes, but it's my cousin, and she put a few things that she liked, which were the New York Giants and helicopters, and I already knew that she loves her pets, so I decided to go with a football theme for the most part, but I'm also including a couple of the other things I know about her. So I already did this one. I just took the brown ornament from the dollar store and glued on some white pipe cleaner to make it into a football. It's pretty sloppy. I'm not proud of that job. I think it would have been much easier if I had a hot glue gun to make it stay on, but I don't, so that's the best I could do with that, sadly. And then from the Dollar Tree, I got these really cute football glasses that I am going to fill with candies that have brown wrappers, just to add to the football look. So I got these ones from the Dollar Tree, but I had to go to Walmart to find any sort of variety that had brown wrapper. I did not want anything that I had to unwrap to show the brown, because cleanliness and COVID and everything. So I got some, I had never seen these before, hot chocolate kisses from Walmart, and these little reindeer Reese's Pieces. So I thought that was cute. Then I got this blue dog toy football from Real Deal's Dollar Store. It's like the New York Giants color blue, I think, so I'm just gonna put a white NY on it for her dogs to play with, I guess. Then I'm just planning to paint this and put it together and turn it into a Christmas tree ornament. And it's a helicopter. So I thought, it's not really with the football theme, but it suits her, so I'm going with it. I got this from Real Deal's Dollar Store as well, pocket bottle. I was glad it came with a cleaning brush, because that seems like the most difficult part of it. Got this desktop football from the Dollar Tree. I don't know if she'll actually like it. It's obviously not very mature type of game, but it fits with the theme. It's another item in the basket, and she can always re-gift it. I got these magnetic tins from Dollar Tree that have a clear window in the front. I'm planning to get pictures of her pets and just Mod Podge them onto the inside of the window, so she can have magnets with the pets' pictures, and she can put stuff inside them if she wants to. So I thought that was a cool idea. And then just this blue bucket for everything to go into. And I will show you guys how I put everything together. For the picture frame, dry erase note board. I'm going to be taking it out of its wrapper, separating this outer frame from everything else, and I'm going to spray paint that white once just so the orange can really show up after that, because orange is his favorite color, so I thought that would be the best for that. And I will get back to you once it's spray painted and dried. So first up, I'm going to scrape off the glitter and this burlap stuff on this sign so I can spray paint it. I've just got this little scraper tool from the garage that I'm going to use with both hands. So I'm going to take this sign, snip off the tag, untie the ribbon, and then spray paint the back of this to make it into my Days Till Christmas sign. Again with this, I'm just gonna spray paint over it with the white, and I'll get back to you once I'm done with that. So here's the white spray paint I'm going to be using for all the projects that I'm using spray paint for. I got this previously for a different project from Walmart. It's just one of the cheaper white spray paints. So I'm going to use that for this sign. And I'll get back to you when it's dry. So here are those things that I spray painted. The picture frame, you can still see a lot of black through it in real life, but I don't care about that because I'm painting over it with orange. I just wanted to make it less dark. This one, it's got some orange on it because it seemed so smooth. I decided to test a dry erase marker on it just in case, but no, it is not a dry erase surface. And the spray paint was such a pain. I'm just gonna paint over that with some of my Walmart white paint that I already had on hand. And same goes for this one that completely absorbed all the spray paint except those little droplets you can see. So it was very pointless for that. And I'm kind of doing all these projects together at once so that I don't have to pull the same materials out too many times and they'll have time to dry. Here's the picture frame for the dry erase board. I did 3 coats of the orange paint on top of what I had the white spray paint, and you can still see a little bit of dark through certain places, but I think it's as good as it's gonna get because I didn't really see any improvement between the last 2 coats. So now I'm going to use some paint and a little brush to write his name and notes on the sides so it's more personalized, and then I'll get back to you. Okay, so I painted on the personalized words and sealed it all in with Mod Podge, and I cut a piece of notebook paper according to size, and I decided to tie this and a marker by strings and see if I can attach the other end inside there. The original inspiration for this, Crafts by Caitlin, didn't include those, and the words weren't written on the side. She wrote notes across here in wooden letters, which was super cute. But I figured he's a kid. He'll probably prioritize drawing space over aesthetics. But I'm gonna put that together and show you the finished product. Here it is all put together, and as Crafts by Caitlin did in her video, I wrote some stuff on here just to demonstrate what it's for. I did end up tying those strings onto the little hanger parts back here. I think that worked out pretty nicely. And that's one project finished. So I've just got this paper book thing I'm gonna insert the page protectors into, but I wanna make it clear on the front what it is, so I'm planning to write dry erase coloring book. And as fancy as I can get it, lettering. So I didn't really put a lot of time and effort into it. I could have traced it out with pencil first if I was worried about it looking perfect, but you know, the child who's receiving this lives in a house full of boys, so I'm not expecting it to stay nice, and I'm not gonna worry about it too much, but I will say it bled through to the back, so if you're gonna do something like this, probably put something in between there. But again, I'm not too worried about it this time. So now I've just bent the metal parts up, and I'm going to insert a bunch of page protectors and print out some line art that he can color with dry erase markers at his leisure. And I'm going to leave a bunch of them empty also, so he can add his own pictures, or his parents can add some more pictures. And that's my plan for a really simple, not too in-depth thing that was also very cheap to make. So I inserted all of those, and I left one out because that's what I'm going to be using to make the doorknob hanger dry erase. I'm going to attempt to Mod Podge it onto the outside. We'll see how that goes. So here I've finished off the coloring book with a little doodle of the boy who I'm making this for has this little puppy that he loves, so that's what that picture is. You can't really see it on the camera, but there's a yellow cape on it. That's what the safety pin is for. And then inside I put some printouts I had of VeggieTales characters, including Christmas-themed ones, so that one is all done. And there's plenty of empty spaces in the back for them to add more pictures. I've got the doorknob hanger here. It's got 3 coats of white paint that covered up pretty much all the pattern underneath, I think. So now I'm just going to take, come on, focus, this page protector, cut off the side, and spread it out, because I checked there's no seam there at this edge. It's just one long sheet. And then I'm gonna lay it out and trace it with permanent marker and cut it out, Mod Podge it on. Now, as you see here, the doorknob hanger where I glued on the plastic from one of the page protectors, I've written on it with dry erase marker so he knows what it is, and I tested it out down here. Let that dry. And then wipes right off. So he can write or draw whatever he wants and have that hanging on his doorknob. So here I have all the components for the first gift basket, and I kind of hoped it would fill it out more, but this is what I've got anyway. Doorknob hanger, the dry erase personalized picture frame that can stand up with the little marker and eraser on it, the dry erase coloring book with little pictures inside and lots of room for him to add more, this jar of marshmallows to go with this hot cocoa and the pour spout, which there's also chocolate chips to go with that. Here's a little homemade cleaner for the dry erase things, which is just a little bit of alcohol and rubbing alcohol and water. And then I got the variety pack of dry erase markers from Amazon. That was under $6. So altogether, between Walmart, Dollar Tree, Dollar Store, and Amazon, this entire basket cost $20. I'm not including tax on everything because I rounded up and then added everything together before tax, and that came out to 20, so it's probably going to be a little bit more, especially if you don't have like the paints and stuff on hand in Mod Podge. And then I've got this red gift basket shrink wrap I'm hoping will fit, and I will show you when that's on. Well, it fits, and here's the finished product. I kind of wish there was something more to fill in this part because the basket's kind of looking a little bare, but for a $20 budget, I think it turned out pretty good. So here I've just put 2 coats of white paint on this sign, and I have these stencils that I already had on hand from Walmart, and I'm just gonna trace the words "Days Till Xmas" on here, leaving room at the bottom for the dry erase portion. So here I have painted in the words that I used the stencil for, and Mod Podged on some of the leftover page protector from the other project to make a dry erase. And that's done. Here we have the Santa Claus ball. It's got like a soft layer on it, so I thought that would be perfect for Santa Claus. I'm just going to take some of this black ribbon and glue it around the middle, and I'll show you when that's done. Here is the finished Santa Claus bulb. I was thinking about possibly adding some cotton balls up here for the beard, but I haven't decided yet. As with the last bulb, the glue I used did not lend itself to this project, but at least these are on there. And I'll get back to you on the cotton balls. So here I have everything completed for the second box. For this, I actually realized I forgot to do the footage. After I said it was finished, I realized I needed to seal this with Mod Podge and reattach the ribbon, and then I wrote in dry erase marker just so they would know what that is for. And now it's done. So inside I have the 2 colors of tape and pistachios. That's what really threw me over my budget, but I'll get to that. Bone broth. Put the sign in. It's kind of wide, so it has to go like right in the middle. I'll put the air freshener in behind. Just tuck some things in. It's just kind of a wherever it fits style here. And leaving room for the Santa Claus. And then these red and green bungee cords just kind of wrapped around. Not really holding anything down, but giving the effect. Probably be easier with 2 hands, but you know. I'll fix it with 2 hands. And then I've got this green gift wrap. show you when that's done. So, yeah, it's not the prettiest thing, but I don't think the receiver is going to care too much about that part. So here's the finished product. You can see the nice reds and greens already, I think. And altogether, before tax, this was about $27 thanks to those pistachios. I probably could have cut out some of the random stuff in exchange, but I wasn't really thinking about the cost of the pistachios because I ordered those on Amazon. I was pretty much just adding everything else together and being like, hey, it's under budget. And then it wasn't. So I got this blue dog toy. Wasn't sure what I was gonna write on it at first. I knew I wanted it in the New York Giants blue because that's the receiver's favorite team. I was thinking of writing Go Giants, but looking at the size of this, I'm just gonna write NY and leave it at that in white paint and seal it with Mod Podge. So now focusing in on that helicopter model from the Dollar Tree that I'm gonna turn into an ornament. Here's all the components that came with it, and on the back of the package it does say what each of them are and how to put them together. And I'm just gonna paint them first. It does also come with the glue, which I thought was nice. I got some pewter gray, jet black, metallic sterling silver, and metallic gunmetal gray that I already had from Walmart for a different project. And I'm just gonna be using this brush probably. And I'll show you when they're all painted. So here's that helicopter. I just did a quick black coat over everything, and then I'm gonna put it together so I can see how it'll look and decide on which colors go where from there. So here it is all put together. As you can see, there is plenty of glue left, so I was really happy with that. I didn't put the rubber band on yet, obviously, because I am going to paint it some more first. And I will show you again when that's done. And there we have it, the painted helicopter. I started to use the gray over the black on the main body, but oh, well then. I decided that the metallic ones looked more ornamental, and since it's supposed to be an ornament, I decided to go with those other than the black accents. I did silver on the propeller and the rudders, I think they are, the bottoms, but it all kind of looks the same. You can kind of see a difference, but I don't know. I thought it turned out pretty good for me not being a very good painter. I've finished the helicopter now with just a pipe cleaner to hang it. It looks kind of like snow, I guess, but it was very convenient and I didn't have to use any materials I didn't have on hand, and I wanted it to be able to be put down so it wouldn't interfere with using this part. So I tested that out and it still works. So you can obviously use string or whatever, but this was on hand, so that's done. So here I have these magnetic tins with a little window in the front. Here's the packaging. And I've cut out my little pet pictures to size. Now, what I ended up doing to size them was one of these windows was already like coming out on one of these, because when you pay for cheap, you get cheap. So I just pulled it the rest of the way out and used that to size it, but you could, there's like a little dip here, so you could just like lay it on top and trace around it if you wanted. But, I'm just going to go to the inside of the window, put a very thin layer of Mod Podge, put the picture in, and then put Mod Podge on the back. And I will show you when that's done. So here they are, dry. I'm a little disappointed with how they turned out, like all swirly and stuff, but maybe, I don't know how you prepare a surface for Mod Podge, but it seems like the swirls that were left by the sponge are all showing up still. So there's probably a better way to do it, but this is what I've got to work with. So I'm gonna just put those together and then pack up the basket. Here's our bin. We've got our football pocket bottle, our football glasses filled with lots of brown wrappered candies. We've got Snickers, hot chocolate with marshmallow flavored kisses, and the reindeer Reese's in top. I didn't end up using the whole bags of the kisses, but I did use all the Snickers I got, and obviously the whole Reese's bags. Then we've got the desktop football. Here's the painted dog football. Our magnets. At that angle, it doesn't look too bad. I don't really have much to pad this out with. I feel like it's probably missing something. But I stayed in budget on this one. It ended up being, since I only used 2 of the packages of these, it was $19. So I was happy with that. It's a helicopter. And I will show you once I get the gift wrap on. Here we have the finished gift basket. I used the clear wrapper for this one because it already had a blue and brown color theme, and I didn't want to detract from that with the red or green outerwear. But I did use the white ribbons from both other bags that I had for the other gift baskets. And I did not put the leftover green one on here because I don't really like that shade of green. They curled pretty well, but they did break. A couple of them broke off. So I was glad I had the extras to sort of fill it out a bit. And I'm gonna see if I can get that one shipped today, because I do have to ship that one. So it will go over budget for that. But I'm pretty happy with it. I hope you enjoyed the video and found some helpful inspiration in there. And I'm sure you could do a lot of things much better than I did, but that's what I've got so far. Have a great day and happy holidays. You may recall in the clip from a few seconds ago that I said I was shipping out that package that day, and that I also said I felt like I was missing something that would fill the basket out more. Guess what I found that I did not ship with that basket? which was specifically for that basket. And I'm gonna probably end up just hanging that on my tree until I can find a way to get it to the receiver someday, some year down the road. I blame pregnancy brain.